What up, people? Vloggle Gaming. Doing another dashboard tour. This time we're doing Titanfall 2. I did Infinite Warfare. I did Modern Warfare Remastered. Going through the menus, and like I said in those videos, this isn't a gameplay video. It's just a video going through all the menus and what your options are. Basically showing what you get for your money, how many features the game has, what kind of features the game has. It's that kind of layout. I will be doing gameplay videos, but for now, with all the new releases, I want to do this as a series. I want to get these out onto my YouTube channel. They may get 1 view, they may get 20 views, may get 150 views, but it's just something that I'd like to do, get them out there, because I myself, when I'm looking at a new game, I like to see the content, I like to see what I'm getting in my game for my money. So, we'll start off with the main menu. Once you've loaded in and passed the introduction, you are greeted with the campaign, the multiplayer and the settings screen. Now, campaign I have obviously started. I'm not going to go into mission select, because if I do that, it will show the layout of the missions. That is available to everyone, but not everyone wants to see how many missions there are or what the missions are called or anything like that, so I won't go into it. I will say I'm about halfway through it. I'm playing on normal difficulty. I think there's a selection of 3 or 4 difficulties, but obviously you play how you want to play. So I won't go into that, I won't click on that, I will just literally show you there is a new game, there is a mission select, and there is continue. That's that. Now, multiplayer is the meat of this game, in fairness. The first one was multiplayer only, so this one's multiplayer is just as strong, in fact better. If I had to make a bold sweeping statement, I would say the multiplayer for this is better than Call of Duty and better than Battlefield. However, because of its release date and where it released, in between Battlefield and Call of Duty, sales haven't been massively strong for it. I expect that to pick up after Christmas or around Christmas, when people have realised that the content, like the DLC, is free, there's no microtransactions, the gameplay is brilliant, it is exactly what Call of Duty has honestly tried to be for the past few years. It also improves upon the first Titanfall. Well, we'll go into the features of that shortly. Your other option is settings. Now, settings, you get controls and audio visual, audio video even. Go into controls, you've got sprint, so you can manual or you can set it to auto, which I believe is where you click it, and then you've got auto sprint for your Titans and for your pilots, so you can have toggle run and then auto sprint with Titans or vice versa. The button layout, I will show you this because it doesn't ruin anything. So this is for my pilot, and I think it flicks between Titan as well, in fairness, so that's probably gonna, there we go. So as you see, general controls are the same: fire, aim, grenade is your tactical, or your ordnance rather, and the other way around. You've got utility in a Titan, where you can sort of, depending on what the Titan does or what you want it to do, affects what that button does for you, but again I'll show you that in a second. When you play as a pilot, which is the human version, it's switch weapon. B is crouch, A is jump, double jump is double A, and then X is reload and use, so like switches and things like that through campaign. Right stick click is melee, or melee, however you want to say it, and then obviously left you click it, or you have it auto to run, and you move around with that. You press down on the D-pad to call your Titan in. You have a boost on your left on the D-pad when you're a pilot, and then when you're in your Titan, as you can see on there right now, you have different features for your Titan, but again we'll go into that when I look at the Titans in a sec. The options are, you can have lefty on or off, so you can, you know, switch between how you want to play. Some people play lefty, some people don't, and then you've got different layouts. So you've got your different layouts of default, or you've got southpaw, legacy, southpaw, and back to default. So that's your thing there. Button layout is default, bumper jumper, which I'll leave on there so you can see. Jumper pilot, evolved, which is good but difficult. I tried it, I couldn't get on with it. I really wanted to, because I like the idea of the layout, but it just, I couldn't get my head around that whole using tactical and jumping the way around. Button kicker, fruit loop, which is always good, and back to default. Sensitivity goes from obviously 1, 4 is classed as high, goes up to insane, which is 8. Usually I think Call of Duty goes past 10 this time. May have done before as well, but I tend to play it on default and move it up 1, so that makes me on high. Inverted look, hashtag team inverted. I am not an inverted player. Again, I've tried it. My brain doesn't handle it. I'm not against it. It's a choice. You know, it's a life choice, but I can't do inverted. Response curve. Now this I tweaked and played around with to see which one I preferred. It starts off on classic. That's just how Titanfall feels. As you can see there, it's a steadier balance of firm control and fast aim. So it makes your left stick slightly sluggy, if you know what I mean, like slow, and it makes the right one a little bit quicker. Fine aim, so again, it's good for when you've got the extended sticks on, say, an elite controller, and makes your aim just a little bit better. And high velocity is very quick, it's almost like you've got the sensitivity all the way up. Linear is raw input, recommended if using an elite wireless controller, as it says there, so that's great for elite as well, and it also changes the stick sensitivity, so if you're using bigger ones or smaller ones, whatever you want to do. Dead zone can prevent your view from drifting when you're not touching the stick. That's obviously if you want to tweak it for your aim, but also if you have like a defective trigger, maybe analog stick. Moving dead zone again, same, drifting, etc. Vibration obviously on, and restore defaults. There your control settings. Audio video, so you've got volume controls, lobby music, subtitles, which I don't think you need because when you're playing in campaign, no spoilers, it's quite fast paced, quite action based, and I don't think you'll have time to read what you're listening to as they talk to you as you play, if that makes sense. HUD options, so you've got brightness, colorblind mode, and smooth sprint. I've got smooth sprint on because I'm not keen on the motion. I like to be able to see what's in front of me. Your HUD options are, you can have your loadout button hints, you can have tips, weapon flyouts. Now that shows information about what weapons you've got when you switch, and ADS depth of field, so it enables blurring when aiming down the sights, which is good. I think one of the guys on the Expert Zone channel, Liam, had made a point of the fact that he loves how when you zoom in, it gives you that feel of you zooming into it, and I agree, it's brilliant. Call sign events, so call signs when Titanfall, Titan kill, first strike, it comes up with the little boxes in the top corner to tell you you've got first strike or that someone's called in a Titan, etc. Level ceremony, so you get visuals when your level increases during the match, so you get the thing on the screen saying you've leveled up. Medal ceremony, show medals in your game action, so again, if you want to wait and see what you've unlocked at the end of the game, turn that off. I'm going to turn that off because I do actually like that idea of, ooh, what have I got at the end. Titan boost meter earnings, so again it shows the meter you just earned underneath the crosshair, so it tells you how close you are to leveling up. And obituaries, it shows obituaries for player kills and deaths, so it will show who kills and who died, you know, when they die, when they get a kill and stuff like that. I'm going to turn that off because again, it's kind of irritating, I don't need to know who's died in the game. Brightness is brightness. Colour mode is obviously, says there, most friendly of foe colours are easy identification, so you can have different ones. Compensates for a red-green colour, it depends what your deficit is with colour blindness. And then smooth sprint, like I say, less screen shake when sprinting as a pilot. So, that's the settings. Campaign we're not touching, let's go into the multiplayer. So it's going to bring up the first menu of the multiplayer mode, and again, this really is the meat and bones of Titanfall 2. A lot of people are avoiding this again because of the Battlefield and Call of Duty release dates. Yes, you're normally one of the other, but if you haven't played Titanfall 1 and you have EA Access on Xbox, go ahead. Again, I am playing this on Xbox, so go get EA Access. It's £4 a month, it's £20 for the year. If you want to give it a go, you can only get it through the Xbox. Download the app, sign up, put your card details in, pay for a subscription. If you want to remove your card details after, you can. If you want to leave them on there, or they're already there, that's fine. But what it does is it gives you what's called the EA Vault. In the Vault there is about 20 games at the moment, and there are a few more being added before December. So I believe Battlefront, Mirror's Edge, Catalyst, and UFC 2 are all going in there. So that's 3 relatively new release games. Battlefront was last year, but the other 2 are this year, that are going in there for you to play from start to finish. Everything you want to do, you can 1,000 point them if you wanted to, and then delete them after. And those games still cost £20 to £30 in the shop. So it's a great feature, but Titanfall is in there as well as all of its map packs. So if you haven't played Titanfall before and you're looking at this and thinking, you know what, maybe I want to play it, go try Titanfall 1. If it's your thing, you will love Titanfall 2. Forget COD, forget Battlefield. If you like it, play it. Don't go on reviews. Don't go on other people's words. If you think you're going to like it, play it. Although, speaking of reviews, 9, 9.5, 10 out of 10 on this game across the board. Very, very few negative or less than 8 reviews. Anyway, so your first screen is you've got play. You can find game, you can invite your network, and you invite friends. Now the way this works is I've created a network at the bottom. You can see it says network and bogglers, and my gamer tag is in there. I have got 2 other friends that are in it as well, so that when they're online, I just go invite network, pulls them in, you hit that, you choose which game mode you want, which we'll come to in a minute, pulls them into the party, you start the game. It's great. Nice and quick, much easier than Battlefield and COD, much easier. You just hit the button, people on the game get an invite. Do you want to play? Yep. Join. Load it in. You're off. Invite friends is similar, but if they're not in your network. But it's ideal having your own network and just having your friends in there. So customize. You've got pilot. So now I've got mine set up as Deadpool because it's just an easy name that I use across most of my games. I've been using the custom pilot with the Hemlock, but my main go-to gun is the CAR or the car. Or the G2. G2 in campaign is insane. But we'll look at my loadout first. So, first one is your what's that say? Like your special, if you will. So you can cloak. That's the first one everyone unlocks, and I believe the pulse blade is unlocked as well from the start. You then get grapple, stim, AWOL, phase shift, hollow pilot. I've only unlocked the first 4. So cloak is obviously invisibility. Pulse blade is a little dagger that when you throw it, it hits the wall and it will pulse out 2 or 3 times and it will show where enemies are and it'll outline them in orange so you at least get an idea if they're near you, if they're about to get you, if you're close to them. It's great, I like using that. Grapple is a grappling hook, dart around the map, do what you want to do, you can zoom in, boost out. Stim is it's like a boost, so it's ideal for things like capture the flag. When you've got the flag, whack that, leg it, you've got some speed behind you. AWOL I've not unlocked yet, so pilot says particle shield that amps goes through shots, destroyable only its protected base. Okay, so that looks like it's a standard sort of bubble shield style thing, I could be wrong. Phase shift, I have seen this. When you play as this, it merges you, like just teleports you out the way, and it's a great escape mechanism, or it seems like it is. And hollow pilot, as exactly what it says on the tin, create a holographic copy of yourself mimicking your actions when activated. So again, I use pulse blade for now. Grenades, as it were, or ordnance. Frag grenade is what you start with, and I believe you also have fire star, which is like a flaming throwing star, as it were. Arc grenade stuns pilots and blinds titans, so it's kind of a stun grenade. This one is my favourite at the moment, Gravity Star. You throw it, it creates like a little mini black hole type thing and sucks everyone in, sticks them to it. It's not enough to kill an enemy, but it pins them there so you can time it right, you can just shoot them. They're just hanging in midair, but they can still shoot you, so be aware of that. The ones I haven't got yet is electric smoke grenade, so obviously that throws smoke down, but it also does damage like electric. Titans mostly have that, but you can get it as a pilot. And satchel, which is like C4, tossable, and you can remotely detonate them. Camos, again, it's unlockables. There are some you can buy, and there are a majority, like you can see these, unlock at level 20 and 40 and things like that. I quite like the blue and red one, to be fair. But regardless, you can unlock them. You also get them after leveling up. You can get them through the prestige, as it were, things like that. But there's different types of camos. Some you can buy, for example that one. I've got 39 scrap at the moment in the top right. I could buy that for 150 if I wanted to. But it's an advocate gift as well. You can get it given to you, which I'll explain in a minute. I've unlocked a nice green one. We'll use that. Change to male or female. I'm obviously a male because I like to be who I am in life, but I don't mind playing as a female. I think they actually look better as a character on there. I like the slimmer look than the chunky, so we'll go with that. Now the guns. We'll start at the top. So you've got assault rifle, you've got your carbine, Hemlock, G2A5, and the V47 flatline, also known as just the flatline, G2, Hemlock, and carbine. So again, I like assault rifles. So the carbine's good. The Hemlock I unlocked just, I think you have to be a certain level to get that. I think it was level 13 or level 12, so I got that. Same with the G2, but you can buy them with your scrap. I did have a lot more scrap, but I've spent it on the G2 because it's an amazing gun. Submachine gun, you've got the CAR, which is a great gun. I'm level 10 with that. That's my go-to gun if I'm going for kills. You've got the alternator, which is a twin barrel SMG. It's like a pistol, but it's very fast. the Volt, which is an energy weapon. It's an SMG, as you can tell, and a rapid fire SMG as well. Not too dissimilar to the one found on COD, actually, looking at that. Light machine gun, you've got the Spitfire, L-Star, and the X55 Devotion. Great weapons, great weapons. Powerful, stopping power, bit sluggish, slow you down, but good. Snipers, you've got the Kraber AP Sniper, which is massively oversized but does the job. Double take, and the longbow. Shotgun, you've got the Eva 8 Auto, and you've got the Mastiff. Mastiff is a beast, again, great in campaign, but you don't unlock it until level 19 online. And Grenadier, so you've got Sidewinder SMR, which is micro missiles. You've got the EPG-1, which is single fire launcher. You've got an adhesive grenade launcher, so basically like a sticky grenade, and I love the fact that it's called a softball. And the Cold War 4-round burst Grenadier weapon. Looks quite pretty too. So within each weapon, we'll go with the CAR because I've got that at the moment. You have factory issue mods, which you get to unlock, but I don't have any allocated there. So if you hit, you get these. So you get extra ammo. You start off with nothing, and I think as you level your gun up, these unlock, if I remember rightly. So we've got extra ammo. You've got gun runner, so you can shoot while sprinting. You've got speed loader, which is fast loader. Faster reload. Gun ready, so I like that one. You can get down the sights and you can aim quicker. Quick swap, so if you want to switch between weapons, when you switch back to this one, it's quicker. And you've got tactical, so pilot kills increase tactical availability, so it's a faster cooldown as well. Again, I like gun ready, so we'll go with that. You can equip two, but you have to get level 11 with the gun. In this case, when I hit level 11, I can get another one of those. Scopes, so I've got HCOG Ranger, which is enhanced zoom. You've got holosight, you've got threat scope, so it disables your extra slot, but it also allows like an AR thing, like it says, applying an AR overlay, so you can see them easier. And that one is just stock sights, so that's that. Again, you can have pro screen, so after car regeneration, which is when you max out the level, it shows a lifetime kill count for the weapon, so you can see how many kills you've had with it overall. And again, you've got camos, massive choice of camos, massive amount of unlockable camos, as you can see. We'll go for the nice green one. Secondary weapons are, you got pistol, so you've got your RE45 Auto, which is standard, and you've got Hammond, which is quite nice. Mozambique, I just unlocked that. It's, like it says, triple barrel shotgun pistol. It's lethal, it's hard to use, it's advised to use it over the other two, but yeah, preference. Wingman high powered revolver. Anti-Titan, which is what I like to go with. I've got the mag launcher equipped, which fires magnetic grenades at the Titans, so it does a nice bit of damage. Precision aimed anti-Titan sniper. You've got Thunderbolt, which is a ball of energy, like electric ball thing that flies at them and does damage. And a rocket launcher. And again, these two are late unlocks, so level 21 and level 43. I'm only level 13, I think, at the moment, so not unlocked them yet. So that's that. Again, you have the same kind of things, less options this time though. So you've got extra ammo, speed loader, gun ready, and quick swap. So they are useful if you're going to be taking down Titans. Secondary mod again, and the pro screen again when you unlock that. Factory issue is set up for the camo because I don't think I've got. Oh, I have. Yep. So we'll go for the nice yellow one. Why not? Right, these ones you've got kits to choose from. You've got fast regen, you've got power cell, you've got ordnance expert, and you've got phase embark. So tactical is more readily available, so it's faster cooldown, so you'll be able to get your features, like your special, a bit quicker. Fast regen, health regeneration begins sooner, so it's good if you like to get shot like me. Ordnance expert, ordnance is more readily available. Faster cooldown enables you to see the projected trajectory of your ordnance. And you also have this one, which I quite like at 29, quickly teleport into a Titan. Gets in quicker than the whole animation of climbing in. Wall hang is what I've got at the moment, but you also have kill report, so enemy death locations marked by skulls on the hood. Hover, so you can hover and shoot from above. And no jump jet trails and silent Titan rodeo climbing, so you can get on enemy Titans without knowing you're there. But again, wall hang onto walls while aiming. Hang onto walls by aiming while wall running. So if you jump on the wall and you hold LT, like left trigger, you will basically latch onto the wall and you can shoot while you're up there. It only holds on for a short amount of time, so you can't just hang there like Spider-Man, unfortunately. And then you've got your finisher execution. You've got a net breaker, which is the standard, so snap the enemy's neck. And you've got Grand Theft Semi-Auto, which I really want to see. Execute your foe with their own pistol. Flying knee to the face, because why not? and 2-3-2 combo, 2 kidney punches ending in a right cross. You're dead, son. So that's the loadouts. Obviously you can name them what you like, so we'll call this one dashboard, just so we know how it works. But you can see when you type it, it changes the name at the top. Pretty standard, everyone does that. You can have up to 10, they do unlock as you go through. I'm happy with 3, but I have got others set up just as for different game modes. Before we go into Titan, because that's a lot of customization stuff I've just shown. If we go to play and find game, easy game modes. So you have bounty hunt, which is kill enemies to earn money. As you kill the enemies, you get given a reward amount. That reward can then be banked at the end of each wave. So it's kind of like a horde versus opponents. So you'll be playing it, looking to kill pilots, but there'll be pilots on the opposite side trying to kill you, as you'd expect in a deathmatch. But then you also have bots in there. They give you points, they give you money. You bank that money, your team wins by having the most money at the end of the game. I will go through and do some gameplay of that in some later videos, I think, because I do enjoy that mode. Mixtape is a mix of most of these modes, so we'll come back to that. Amped hard points. So this is basically domination. Once you've captured the flag, you can then stand by and amp it, which makes it more powerful and benefits you and amps your pilot up and your abilities. Pilot versus pilot. I love this mode. It's basically Call of Duty. It's just no Titans, just people versus people. It's fun, it's quick, not many people play it, so those that do play fair, and you don't get the sniping that you do in Battlefield, and don't get the over-the-top kills like you would in Call of Duty. You've then got attrition, which is team deathmatch with bots as well, so you can get points for your team by killing bots, but it's advised obviously to go for pilots. 8v8 mixtape is 8v8, so it's smaller, but it's just amped hard point skirmish, which we'll come to. Last Titan standing, all players start in a Titan, so you're in your robot from the start, and then you can eject and run around, but once you're dead, you're dead. It's kind of like a one life job. It's quick paced, it's not as long as you think, and there's no massive wait times between, especially if you don't die until the end. Coliseum, one-on-one combat with enhanced mobility in a cage. Kill your opponent, win a round, best 3 out of 5 wins an advocate gift rewards. That's a great way of getting skins, camos, but it's hard as hell. So you need Coliseum tickets or entry fees. I haven't looked into how you get them yet, but I'm gonna. Capture the flag, which is still great, old school style. Free for all, which is, you know, take on everyone. I think it's a 12-man game. It's everyone for himself. And private match beta. I did play this with Pow Pow. It's a one-on-one. You can set it up to 16. Make your own games, make your own map, make your own mode. Just, there you go. In fact, let's use that. If I use that as an idea, we go to private match and I can show you the maps. Hopefully, if it wants to do what I want it to do. Got a load screen. There we go. Okay, so map. These are your maps. Got forward base Kodai. That's not my favourite map, I must be honest. I do die an awful lot on that, but I can see where I'm going wrong. So it's an old manufacturing plant with tight interiors and a wide open outside. Boomtown, that was the one from the beta with the buildings and the road down the middle. An abandoned IMC training facility set up to resemble a small town. Homestead, lovely map. Wide open farmlands, forcibly claimed by remnant fleet forces. So it's got a tower in the middle, it's got 2 bases either side and the big open world in the middle. It kind of reminds me of the old Halo 2 map, which has now slipped my mind. Wow. Yeah. Exoplanet, a widespread research base on exotic frontier locale. Again, it's a nice looking map. It's got a lot to it and a lot of jumpy bits. Blackwater Canal, hidden mountain base with rocky outer lanes. It's great if you are playing that on Capture the Flag. Brilliant for it, because it's got another good little routes down it. Eden, way station deep in the main desert. So again, this is a kind of a lane map. Or I feel it to be a lane map where it's literally there's a long road down the middle and you've got your walls either side. Dry dock, trade port with long lanes and open perimeter. Crash site, I love this map. If you start at the top, it's got like a hill, like a rock face, and you're going down it, and it's very much they're trying to come up to you and you're trying to get down to them. Then the map opens up and it 9 times out of 10 switches around, so by the end of the game you're the one, if you start at the top, you're the one fighting back to the top, which is always good. And Complex, which is a nice interior map. It's It's in a facility, like it says there, you know, division research facility. It's exactly what you'd expect. Lots of corridors, lots of rooms, lots of running about. Great. So the map choice is great. They are adding all the DLC maps will be free, so there'll be no season pass. The maps will just go free when they go free. But believe me, from what I've played so far, these maps cycle well enough that you don't get bored of them, and there's always a new way of playing the map. So that's pretty much it. Obviously customize as you customize stuff, comes to your inbox and call sign. Call sign I can go to, so you got banners. So you have these different pictures. I've unlocked quite a few of these, but they just show who you are. It's like a player card, but you get it with fire on, which is nice. You get standard. As you can see, these are different classes. I do like that one. I think it's quite nice. The old pin-up girl on a Titan. It's pretty good. Jeep. I don't understand why I got this one, but I like the fact that it's got a hollow sheen to it. So whatever. But yeah, I like this one at the moment. I think it's quite a good one. You also got patches. These unlock at levels, and by doing different bits and bobs in them as well. I've got rodeo kills and unlocked at Titanfall. That's at the first. That's at level 1. How do we do that? Yes, we'll leave. We'll go back to the main menu, and we will go into the Titan customization. So you've got Titan customization. Again, these unlock. I don't want to talk too much about what they do and how they work because you unlock them in campaign, and I don't want to ruin it for you. So I will just have a flick through even. They're different models. I'll go to iron at the top. So as a standard one, and you got these. I'm just going to scroll through. I'm going to try and avoid saying much about them because I don't want to ruin it for you. But we'll go to iron because he's basically the first one you get. Again, you've got different chips you can set up. So assault chip, stealth auto eject. I'm not going to read them. I just want you to be aware. I don't want to spoil anything. Turbo engine, overcore, nuclear ejection even, and counter ready. Yeah, well, actually no, they're not really spoilers. So assault chip improves auto time precision and enables the use of offensive and utility abilities. That's just improves what you can do. Stealth auto eject. When you eject, it'll cloak you, so you go up in the air, your Titan explodes, and you land invisible, or you're invisible while you're in the air. Turbo engine, so you can dash with A. It gives you an extra one to use. Overcore, Titan starts with 20% core build time, so that will improve your what's the word? It'll build your core up again. I don't want to say too much, but yeah. Nuclear ejection, so when it blows up, it'll detonate. It'll basically do massive damage to anything around it. And counter ready, that was the electric smoke I was talking of earlier. So you can press that if you've got a Titan, a pilot riding on your Titan. You can press it to basically do damage to them and force them to get off. Because if they stay on, they're going to do damage to you. You got camos, so you got Titan camo. I've got a red one at the moment, I think is the only one I've got. Yeah, Red Baron. So again though, there's different colour camos, some nice ones in there, but they are just cosmetic. You've got a nose art. Now, I haven't got anything equipped on here, it's just a factory issue, but you can get some really good looking ones. As you can see, the shark face. It doesn't quite show them because of the banner across the middle, but you can get some pretty neat looking things. But again, it's after prestiging and playing. And you get weapon camo as well, same again. So your weapon camo, you can see that a little bit better actually. I don't think I've got any unlocked. No, I don't. So yeah, weapon camo is just a bit of customization. Yeah, ion kit is. What is it? Is that the? Yeah, sorry, that's your. Yeah, again, it's one of your features. So you've got Tangled Energy Split Rifle, 0-point tripwire, so tripwire deployment uses 0 energy. Laser core lasts longer and increases vortex shields return damage output. So it just improves your ability, basically. When you land, you can either have a dome shield where it protects your Titan, or you can have one where it comes in faster but it's unprotected. So obviously, if you want to play safe and be protected, you can. If you get it in, you can. I do have enough money to buy that, so I will buy that. You can buy them for credits that you unlock in the game. I've now unlocked that, so now I can equip it. It allows it to come in quicker. That's pretty much it. You can see the whole loadout there. So you've got your laser core, which is you have a core in your Titan, and it's an ability, like a powerful ability, but you learn more about it in campaign. Laser shot, precision shoulder laser, vortex shield. So you hold the trigger down, it'll create a shield. enemy weapons will hit it. If it's bullets, it will hold them. As soon as you let go, it fires them back at them. And tripwire. So these are things that I'll explain more when I do gameplay, but for now, because I'm just going through the menus. You boost. These are what you get when you've got a certain amount of kills or a certain amount of points. In game, you press left on the D-pad and it will activate. So amped weapons increase damage for your primary and secondary. Ticks, so it'll drop down 2 little robot things and they'll run around and blow up and kill enemies. And then these haven't been unlocked yet, and you unlock them at certain levels and you still have to buy them as well. So anti-personnel automated turret, map hack to show your enemies. A lot of people use that and it's a pain in the backside, especially on deathmatch. Radar jammer, so scramble enemies' radar. Battery backup, so you get batteries in campaign and they're useful in, I can't really talk, in multiplayer as well. They power your Titan, they sort of amp up your Titan, as it were. Titan Sentry, so you get a minute lifetime of these things. They're quite hard to kill, I'm not a fan of them, but again, once I unlock them I will definitely be using them. Smart pistol, this was in the first Titanfall. It was a standard weapon. If you've got, say, and like the picture there, say you've got 3 enemies in front of you and you aim, it'll go boop boop boop, lock on them, fire, psh, psh, it'll kill all 3. Done. It's a great weapon, but again, it's not a standard weapon in this. It wasn't the first one. Reinforced pilots has particle shields. This puts a shield in front of you. Come against them in campaign. They are, let's say, a pain in the backside, but they're great for use in multiplayer, I'd imagine. Phase rewind, phase shift to a location visited shortly before activation, so it's a quick teleport. Hollow pilot Nova, create multiple decoys yourself. That would be great to put people off when you're getting shot at. And dice rolls, a randomly chosen boost is activated on use. So at level 50, it will just choose one for you, which is probably quite cool to be fair. I think that's about it. Now, the only thing I would say now in comms, when you do certain things in the game, you get a package, a care package kind of things. They're called advocate gifts. It shows on the right side there what I've had recently. Look, so credits, I've had 10 credits given. I had a banner, more credits, another banner, camo. You get given these. I believe you get the Coliseum tickets. Looking at that through that as well. I would imagine that's where the Coliseum tickets come from. Having not looked into it, I will look into that. But yeah, so you get gifts for doing certain things. I'm wondering if there's a way I could show how to level up on this as well. Go on faction. So these are your classes, but not. It's like an overarching class, a bit like in the Call of Duty video I did, where you have the Wolverines at the start. You work for them, and you're aiming to level up for those, and it also changes your appearance. So you start off with Marauder Corps. You get Apex Predators I've just unlocked. Then you've got Vincent Dynamics, Angel City Elite, 6-4, and the Ares Division. You unlock them as you go through. Level 49, level 39, level 33, level 20, and that's the one I've just done.
Something that needs doing.
If I bring up post-game report, show. There we go. Okay, so leveling up on this, it's leveling up on this is done via merits. So instead of just leveling up as in on XP like you would on Call of Duty and Battlefield, excuse me, it levels up on what you've done. So as you can see, I'm leveling weapons, but that counts as a merit. So these bars on the bottom, match complete is a merit, good performance, fair enough. The level 9 bar fills up. As soon as they fill up, they count as merits. So you see it says next level in 8 merits. 2 merits are already full. So the next game I play, if I earn merits, it will contribute towards, and then when I get to the end, I'll become level 14. So the leveling up process is slower, but it also gives you a reason to play as multiple weapons, multiple titans, do different things, different play modes. That's a lot of reasons to play the game, and that's great, because again, Battlefield and Call of Duty don't do that. Scoreboard is your scoreboard, as it is. That's about it, I think. I don't think there's much else for me to show without going into a game, but I don't really want to go into a game on this video, so I may do a gameplay video next, and we'll see how we get on with that. But yeah, like I say, I'm doing these videos because someone out there will watch them, someone out there will appreciate what they're seeing, and it will help make a decision. Obviously gameplay helps massively, but again, I like to know what I'm getting from a game, and if this video will help anyone make a decision on whether they're going to buy this game, which for me is potentially Game of the Year on the shooter side of things. I wouldn't go as far as to say across everything, but certainly on shooting side. But yeah, if you stuck with me from the end to the end even, thank you. If you're watching this on Twitch, awesome, hit us a follow. If you're watching this on YouTube, leave me a subscribe if you'd like. I am going to try and improve the quality of my videos and the content. I really I want to make this a thing, and I'm looking for 50 subscribers by Christmas. We're at the start of November, so it's probably not going to happen, but every subscribe counts, and I appreciate you for stopping by and watching it. Thank you very much for staying by, sticking by. I can't say anything today. My words have completely fallen out of my mouth, but it's one of them. It's a cold morning. Appreciate it. I'll speak to you again soon. Thank you.